Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing good. I am so freaking excited to finally read a Fredrik Backman book. And the book that I'm talking about is Bear Town by Fredrik Backman. First of all, this book is literally so pretty. If you don't know, blue is one of my favorite colors and it's literally so pretty. Look at that. This book has been sitting on my TBR for so long now, and I finally decided to pick it up because it was in my fall TBR. I don't know if it was or not, but I'm just gonna say that it was. And nobody freaking cares. So I actually like in my mind, I wanted to read this book this winter. If you don't know what this book is about, don't ask me because I cannot explain the plot of this book because it's literally nothing. It's just this town which is called Bear Town, and you're just reading about the people of the Bear Town. Like you're just reading from different point of views every paragraph. Like the point of view changes every paragraph or two, and it's not confusing at all. Like I really enjoy that. Not once I thought that this was confusing or like the point of views are confusing because it's really enjoyable. Like there are like few characters you're following, and it actually takes a little bit of time to just like get used to it. I actually took like a week to like get used to the sudden point of view switching in the writing, but once you just get into the story, this is so addicting. I just like really believe that this town exists and these people exist. So this is how much real this book feels. But apart from that, I started this book today only, and I am on page 62, chapter 8. There's not like a main plot about this book, but it's just like a character study type of thing, and I think I will get attached to these characters, and then they will just make me cry in the end. So let's just see how this goes. I don't have much thoughts right now because I just am like 60 pages in. But yeah, when I have thoughts, I will tell you guys. So let's go. It's the next day, and I don't usually use this lighting in my videos, but I just wanted to try it because it's so dark. And honestly, like these days I have been going out, so I come home late and I don't have time to shoot. Like here I used to shoot during the day, so it would be like a very natural lighting from my window, but right now I just shoot in the night, so it's really hard for me. So just bare my face, okay? And I don't usually use this light because it distracts me because the reflection of the light is on my glasses. But I hope it doesn't distract you, and if it does, then just ignore it. Anyways, what? Yeah. About this book, I am 178 pages in, so like I'm this much through, and I have a few things to say. Like this book is impressing me a lot, mainly like the writing. I think I have never in my life have read a writing like that. Like I think Fredrik Backman would easily be my favorite author, one of my favorite authors, because of his writing. Like I don't know how to explain this, but like okay, I'll just scratch my back for a second. He just writes from different point of views, and it's always so accurate. Like in one paragraph, he's writing from a point of view of a 72-year-old man, and the next paragraph, he's writing from a 17-year-old boy. So I don't know how that works, how his brain works, but it's so freaking amazing and I'm enjoying my time. The story has nothing to do with me. I am not interested in hockey. I don't know these people. Like, of course, these people are not real, but this is just like a made up town and made up people, which is in almost all of the books, but you know what I'm saying. So I just don't know why I care about these people. Like I literally am connected to like each and every character that I read. And I'm not even kidding. Like, how come Fredrik Backman write like this? Like, you can just be connected to each and every one, and you're reading from like everyone's point of view, and you just feel like that you're there, like you're watching a movie. And I think it's a movie, yeah. It's an HBO original series. I would love to watch this. Like, there is not one page where I don't have like tears in my eyes. I'm always just like just like this every time I'm reading it. Like when I'm reading it in public, my friends are just like, "What happened? What is going on?" Like, and I have to tell them that it's normal because I am a kind of person that is so easy to cry. So if you like, I don't know, if you just say one sentimental thing, I would literally cry out. I really wanted to read some quotes for you guys that I have been dabbing. These are so pretty. Look at that. Okay, it's not focusing, but I tried to match it with the cover and it looks so pretty. This is just a quote that just like briefly summarizes the book. Like this quote would give you the idea like what this book is about. Hockey is just a silly little game. We devote year after year after year to it without ever really hoping to get anything in return. We burn and bleed and cry, fully aware that the most the sport can give us, in the very best scenario, is incomprehensibly meager and worthless. Just a few isolated moments of transcendence, that's all. But what the hell else is life made of? It's so beautiful. You wouldn't like connect to it unless you like read the book. So there's this one quote that I really like. His father's life is all about the quest for perfection. His whole life is a chessboard where he isn't happy unless he's two moves ahead of everyone else. Like life, chessboard, okay. Another one that I also posted this on my story because I loved it so much. Being a parent makes you feel like a blanket that's always too small. No matter how hard you try to cover everyone, there's always someone who's freezing. Like being a elder sister, I just consider my younger sibling as like my own child because everyone does. And like I really feel that. Like I'm not a parent and I don't like the idea of being a parent. Like that is not for me, but just by like experiencing just a little bit of parenting through like my younger sibling, I just really like connect to it that you cannot ever be satisfied with what you're doing. Like you would always be like, am I being a good influence? Am I like taking a good decision for them? Or like, am I enough? Am I a great role model? It's just so beautiful that when you read it, you're just like, you're speechless. Like I am always left speechless every time I read quotes like that. So this is going really, really, really good. I really think that I am going to rate this book really high. And that is good because I had a lot of high expectations from it. So let's see how this is going to end because I don't know like what could be the ending of this book. I have no idea. Like for a romance we can expect a ending, for a fantasy we can expect a ending, but for like books like these you cannot ever guess like what's going to happen next. So that I think that is the most fun part of it. So let's see how this goes. Hi guys, it is a few days later and I got a new haircut. I don't know why I decided to just like do things so impulsively, but it is what it is. So about the book, I am on page 233 and the annotations are going crazy because this writing, I already told you, I don't want to repeat myself, but this writing is literally making me the biggest fan of Fredrik Backman. Like, the thing that I wanted to say is that I was reading yesterday, I was just like, um, it's a thing that I do that when I wake up, the first thing I do is read. So I wake up yesterday and I picked this book up and I was around page 200, I think. And and I don't know why I chose to read that scene like first thing in the morning, but it was so depressing. I don't want to say like what it was about because it would be a spoiler. So I would just like warn you guys to check the trigger warnings for this book because it does have some topics that could trigger some people. So I suggest you just check the trigger warnings. But I was just like reading this book and I didn't know, like I didn't even expect that would happen like ever in this book, but it just took me by surprise. And the way it was written, like it was so disturbing, but it was written so beautifully that I was just like crying. Like I was like I literally woke up, read like a page and I was crying. I just cannot believe that a character from this book did that thing because I mean, yes, this book has some bad characters that you can say that you don't like, but I just didn't know they could be. Oh, I just got scared of my own reflection again. This book is just surprising me every time I read it. I love when emotional things happen, but that was the first time I think I have ever read that thing happen in a book. If you've read this one, you know what I'm talking about. Whatever happened to Maya. If you know, you know. So I'm not gonna say it, I'm not gonna spoil it for any of you guys. So if you have read it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm really enjoying this book. I don't know like what is going to happen, and I'm so excited. This book, like, I never get excited to read these kind of books because, as I told you, these books don't have like a very strong plot line or a storyline. They just like go on with like people. Like, you just read about people, you read about their mind, you read about their relationships, and yeah, it's just about that. It's just a town with people who loves hockey. So what is interesting in that, I don't know, but if you read this one, you know what I'm talking about. So this is really impressive. Like, I don't even know how this author just does that, but it's hella impressive. So let's just go.
Hi guys, I think this is the first time I'm vlogging with my with my hand and not like a tripod, but I am doing this because I'm in a hurry. I'm going out, but I have to update you guys on this book because I'm like almost done. I think 100 pages are left. I'm on page 370, chapter 40, and I just wanted to say that I am amazed by how Frederick Bachman can write this beautifully, and he just nails every point of view. Like, I am never like thinking that this point of view could have been better, or like there's no way that a 10-year-old boy or like a 30-year-old woman would think like that, because it's always so accurate and I love it. The only thing that just like bores me sometimes is when they talk about hockey a lot. And I know like this book is like themed about hockey, and I get it because like, okay, the theme is hockey, this whole town is based on hockey, but I am not interested in that. And whenever like that comes in, I am bored. It's not like it's very often, um it doesn't talk about hockey in like so much detail, but like whenever it does about like matches and how they're playing and what's the strategy, whenever like he describes like when a match is going on, so like he is describing the, like it's like I'm watching the match and I'm not interested in the hockey match because I don't care. I just want to know who wins. And so that just bores me a little bit. But apart from that, this book is genuinely so good. But this is just a bit sad. Like, I didn't expect this book to be sad, but it is a lot sadder than I expected it to be. And especially after that 200 page mark, I think it has just been sadder. It has just been sad because of one thing that happened that I can't tell you, but that was a very like traumatizing thing. I think I will talk to you guys when I'm finished with this book now, because I think I'm just gonna like finish it because the last 100 pages of every book is just so good that I just don't stop. So, yeah, wish me luck.
So I finally finished this book. Well, actually, I finished this book like a month ago, but I'm updating you right now because I just, I don't know what I was doing. I literally have no idea. I have no memory of this month. Like, January was just a bullet train for me. But anyways, I finished this book on like 1st of January, I think, and it's 25 now. So I don't know what the hell was I doing. I was surely not into my senses, like a lot was going on with me, but I'm okay now and I'm back, and I am back with my review. I already told you guys about the writing and stuff and how I feel about this book, so I think it is time that I give you guys my rating. Honestly, I thought this book would be a 5 stars. Like, I was expecting so much from this book because I have seen so many of my favorite booktubers give like this book a 5 stars. So I was very excited about it. But it was not quite a 5 stars. But it doesn't matter because I still enjoyed this book. You can see like my tabs are so beautiful. Like, they look so beautiful. Look at that. Wow. But anyways, I just got distracted. I had a lot of fun, a lot of tears, and a lot of emotions while reading this book. So I think that matters the most. And I gave this book a 4.5 stars. I honestly like don't remember a lot about this book, but I do remember feeling like emotions. I do remember like feeling for certain people, and I do remember like quite a few characters. So I think that is a lot for a person like me, because I usually just forget about a book like right after I read it. So it's very impressive that I still remember things about this book. And I think the main event that I remember from this book was this big thing that happened to a girl. And yeah, I think it was a thing that would be remembered, and it is not a thing that you could easily forget. So the author just dealt with that emotion very well, and how like when that thing happens, how parents think, and how like the society thinks, and how the person who is a victim thinks. So I really recommend you guys check the trigger warnings before going into this book, because I didn't know what was in there. So like I loved how like Frederick Bachman just displayed emotions, because for me it's really hard to like express my emotions. So like when I find a line that perfectly describes my mental state, I'm just like, you just impressed me with that, because I love when like I'm able to express my feelings into words. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this vlog. Like this was very chaotic and it was very discontinued, but I promise you guys that I am working hard and I am trying my best to be consistent, but it's just been a little hard, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.